Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess. It's Thursday, and it's time for another D&J Plays. He's D, I'm J. I'm J, he's D.
And we love to play games together.
Yeah, and here we are together.
Playing games.
Playing games. Last week you did some gardening.
Yes, three sisters.
Farmer Edith was a little...
rolling right.
Yes, she was a little brutal to you though.
Yes, but I got to the second highest category of gardener ranking. So I apparently am an amazing gardener when playing one on TV.
I was going to say, I was like, we don't,
in real life,
we don't have green thumbs.
We are not that great.
No.
No.
When we moved out to our new house, we specifically asked for landscaping that was low maintenance. And there's still like flowers out in our front yard. And I'm like, oh.
Please don't die.
Yeah. We're like, can we point our sprinkler like towards them, please? Because, yeah.
Thankfully, they have timers and they're on their own.
Yeah.
We have a lovely person who comes and mows our lawn because we don't like doing that either.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for the things that you don't like to do. It's like if you don't like
to show appreciation for people that do.
Yeah. I'm very grateful for Daniel.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So yeah, hopefully all of you are having a fantastic week. It is a little on the warm side here in Oregon. We are getting into those few hot days. I'm not going to say weeks because it really depends every year. Around this time is when we reach like the 100-degree Fahrenheit area of weather. But it always fluctuates as to how long it will be. So last week...
To me, it seems like forever.
To me, it seems like not enough. So
I'm like, I don't want to wear shorts again.
But this week, thankfully, we had kind of a little bit cooler temperatures. It was still fairly warm, but it wasn't peaking into the high 90s or hundreds yet. So hopefully all of you are staying warm and dry and hydrated.
You want to tell the lovely folks about your fun weekend that you had?
Oh yeah, sure. So, last week, David was doing solo, something puzzling Gus, because I wasn't feeling super well. But thankfully it was very brief and I rested and hydrated and all that stuff. But on Saturday, I had some friends drive out from Portland and we did a Magic Day where we played Magic the Gathering.
MTG.
All day.
Oh, literally. What time did you go to bed that night?
I think 3 a.m.
At midnight, I'm like, I'm going to bed because I wasn't really playing Magic. I haven't gotten, that bug hasn't bitten me yet.
Yeah.
But, and they're like, all right, let's start a round of Commander or something like that. I'm like, okay, see ya.
Yeah.
And 3 hours later, Jeff comes stumbling into the bedroom.
I mean, thankfully, everybody knew everyone. This was our group from when I used to work at the game store, so everybody was already familiar. So there wasn't any awkwardness. There was more casualness than anything. So turns took a lot longer than normal. Gameplay took a lot longer than normal.
You're all a little chatty.
We got a little chatty. But it was really a lot of fun. One of my good friends and I made some t-shirts for everybody. So we had these really cool t-shirts and got a group photo. And so we're hoping, if anything, that we're going to make this like an annual thing. So people come out the weekend right before the 4th and come and hang out for the day and play Magic. And so not to say everybody, don't freak out. I have my allegiance still lies with board games.
The cardboard is king.
Yeah. CCG is not going to turn into a magic channel. Although I might dabble if you want to learn how to play. But for right now, I'm still in the early phases, so that
might be an interesting stream to do.
I don't even want to
just teaches Dave how to play Magic.
Oh my gosh. I didn't to broach that subject. It's such a large community in itself, and so I'm still timid when it comes to playing Magic. So thankfully, I have a really great group of people that helped me, guided me, helped me craft my deck and all that kind of stuff. So
they were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun watching y'all play. I sat on the couch and I was playing my Steam games and just like, all right, you all have fun. I'll chill over here.
Yeah. I mean, there was mention that there was a slight complaint are concerned that there should have been at least 10% more board gaming that night.
10% more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A certain someone was told that there should have been at least a good 10% more board gaming.
I don't know who or what you're talking about. We did play Flip 7.
We did.
Played a lot.
No, I know you wanted to play more board games with people.
Oh, I would have had fun doing that. But I understood the purpose of the weekend was for you all to MTG the F out of
the day.
The day.
Yes. But we did play Flip 7, and Flip 7 has been going over super well with everybody we've played it with.
Yeah, man, that is a winner.
Yeah.
The Op? Is that who did that one? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it yet, grab yourself a copy. This is a safe bet because it's just a fun push your luck game that can play. I think the box says up to 18 people. And they're like, but if you have more, just get another deck and you can keep on cruising. We've played with like at least 10, if not 12 people, and it's just a blast.
A riot.
You can scream and cheer for certain things to happen to certain people, and
it's also fun to play it at like almost midnight
when everybody's had a couple ciders. And,
yeah. So, well, speaking of cider, today I am partaking in a wine for the game we are about to play. What game is it, David?
We are playing Fromage. We're gonna get cheesy. What pairs well with cheese? Wine pairs well. Although
or
this
grape
is
juice. If people don't want to partake in wine, that's fine.
Yes. This is French. Yours is Italian. So we're close.
Yes. We're in Europe.
But it's wine.
We're partaking in Europe.
It's wine and cheese.
So we're crafting cheeses, and we're going to be trying to convince the local patrons that we are the
best cheeser.
Cheesemonger.
The cheesemonger.
The cheesemonger.
Cheese master.
Of all time in France. So this game has...
Who's more cheesy, me or you?
Me. 100%.
Who's more punny?
You. 100%. Don't even get you started on dad jokes.
Jess's aunt told us a really good one today. I have a text chain that I'm on with a couple of her family members, and we share dad jokes all the time. And it was, do you think that glass coffins are going to catch on? Remains to be seen. Oh my God, that was so good. It's great. Where's the pun counter?
I know. Okay. All right, fine.
I get one.
Fine. And I did add to the numbers.
Remains to be seen.
There we go. 901. We're at 900, everybody. We jumped from 200 last stream to 900. Or I don't know. I adjusted it because it was like at 200 forever.
Oh, you're like, there's way more.
There's got to be at least 4 additional puns.
I thought it just kind of escalated on its own. It's like, that one was worth 600. That one was really good.
Yeah. So this game was on our shelf of opportunity. We're going to be playing a lot of those, friends, because when I worked at the game shop, I took a lot of advantage of my staff discount. So there's a lot of games here on this shelf that you have not seen before. So this one, David, you have played it on BGA, is that right?
Yes, okay. Multiply and one time in person.
Okay.
With the upgraded bits. We don't have the upgraded bits. Is this working?
Yeah. Why?
We don't see ourselves.
Oh, weird. Hold on a second. It said we were live. Have we been just... No, we're fine. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just frozen on that one thing, so.
Interesting.
No.
Well, we'll have to wind back the tape after this and see
if we got froze.
Did
you switch to the table cam? Is that what it tried to do? Because we want to show this now, right?
Oh yeah. Let's go there.
Let's go to the table.
Beautiful. There we go.
Ah, lovely. Fromage. Yes, so I played with some friends at one of our local conventions. And they had all the upgraded bits. We have the standard bits, cardboard
chits.
They are cool looking. I like the the little art and everything. It's cute.
Yeah. So
But
we have talked about it. If we like this game a lot, then we might pull the trigger and get
yes, because this is going to be
upgraded.
your first play, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's so shocking to me because I love cheese. I would say if something was going to take me out of this world, it would probably be me just loaded with cheese.
Running down the hill after that wheel of cheese, like you see in those videos.
Right. David has to like rein me in when we go like wine tasting because I often want a charcuterie board and just eat all the cheese. He's more of like the
It's like,
meat.
love, this one says it's for 4 to 5 people.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Yeah, he loves having the dried salamis and the fruit and crackers and stuff. I'm just like, just give me the cheese. So anyway,
I do love cheese.
Yeah.
But of the 3 that we'll talk about, there's only one that I actually like in this set.
I know.
So we'll see if
it
comes out as to which one is not nasty. Blue cheese has mold in it.
Okay. How do we play this game, David?
All right. Fromage is a wonderful simultaneous worker placement game. The board is divided up into 4 different quadrants. Each one will be pointing at a particular player for now, but we will be rotating this board. So you have to plan how long you want your workers to be out on the board, stuck doing their work. The longer they're out there, the better stuff they produce, but the longer they're tied up. So it's a cool little thinky game of how am I going to do the best amount of stuff for the least amount of effort, just like life. So we have 3 different workers that we are going to be placing on any given turn, and we have 2 different places that we're going to be able to place them. We have a soft cheese. Each of us has a white-based cheese wedge person, and that's the soft cheese. We have a hard cheese, which is the yellow, and we have a blue cheese, which is the blue. On our turn, we are trying to gather resources because there are things that we need in order to do more and more better things and score more points. Those resources include dairy cows. We need dairy. That helps us make some extra cheese. Berries.
Or goats.
Or goats, yes.
Or goats, or I think there's also sheeps in here.
This does not
discriminate
against those who might be dairy intolerant. If you like your goat cheese, if you like your sheep's milk cheese, then you will have those creatures, and you can grab those specific ones. You can stay away from cows entirely.
Yep, you could.
So this is where you're going to grab the animals in order to produce extra cheeses, which is helpful. At this resource place over here, you can grab berries, which are going to enhance your cheese, either by infusing it with berries or serving it with a complimentary jam.
I will interrupt you for a second. I think they call it just fruit.
Fruit? Okay. That makes sense.
Because it shows different types of fruit on the board.
So we can gather fruit. We can gather building materials, and there are several different buildings that we each have on our player board. And if we gather enough of the building materials, we can construct those on a turn, and then we get an extra ability, which is helpful. And then last resource is contracts. These contracts want you to build or create a specific type of cheese and in a specific orientation, which we'll talk about. So this one wants blue cheese.
Tilt a little bit. There you go.
And it wants it to be facing to the left. And we'll talk about what that means basically right now as we go to place our workers. But contracts, as we make those specific types of cheeses, we will score points for those. The more contracts we do, the more points we're going to score. It's a little bit of that triangular or whatever. The scoring for each ramps up the more you create. So one of the places that you can put your workers is out into the resource area of the quadrant facing you. Currently, I have this quadrant right here, which is the animals, and Jess has this quadrant, which is the fruit. So I can place one of my workers into 1, 2, or 3, and I gather that many of that resource. But also, it's going to take 1 turn, 2 turns, or 3 turns for that worker to come back to me. So depending on how much I want to gather, if I want to try to get a lot more of that resource, that worker could be tied up for a while. So that particular type of cheese I can't make while I'm waiting for them to come back.
Can you explain what a turn is?
Yes. So this is one place we're going to be able to place. This is another place we're going to be able to place. Each of these has a little mini game. And they have the different types of cheeses, the blue, the soft, the hard. And they each score in different ways by creating cheeses on bronze plates. There's a column that's going to tell you at the end of the game how much those are worth. Silver plates, and each of these sections has bronze, silver, and gold. So each one of the cheese types, as you create them, and it's about the positioning, the longer you're going to leave that cheese out there to age, it will be more valuable. So you're looking for the bronze, the silver, and the gold. When you place one of your workers into one of these spots to create the cheese, you're going to take one of your cheese wedges, mine are orange, Jess is blue. You're going to put it under the worker, or I guess technically you'll put it in the spot. So if I wanted to create a soft cheese up here, I would put my cheese there and then put my worker on top of it. Now my worker is going to face the direction that that cheese wedge shows, which for me is facing this way currently. And why this matters is because once we've placed our workers, which we can do up to 2 per turn, one up here and one down here. You don't have to do both, but you can do both. Once that's done for both of us simultaneously, we are going to rotate the board 90 degrees clockwise. Should probably not have these under. I put them under to try to keep everything in camera. So we rotate it 90 degree clockwise. Now that worker that I placed is facing this way. He's not facing me, but one more turn, then he will be facing me. And at the start of every turn, you're going to look at your workers that are on the board. And if they are pointing at you, you get to retrieve them. So the really juicy stuff, the better cheeses, the more resources, it's going to take longer for you to be able to go grab that worker back. Okay? So if you place it in one of the ones that faces to the right, that person's going to be facing right back to you on the next turn. So they're only tied up for that one turn, and then you get them back immediately. But they're producing some of the cheapest stuff. So that's kind of the things you have to think about as you're placing your workers out. Each of the things, I'm going to rotate it back because our resources, our starting resources was determined on where we were facing on the board. We're going to gather our resources at any point. If you have enough resources to construct a building or add an extra cheese based on the animals and what they produce, 2 animals, 3 animals, etc., you can do that and put the cheese out or build your building and now have that ability. Or anytime you create cheeses, and you'll notice some of them have the fruit symbol and some of them have the jam jar symbol. If you ever put one of your cheese wedges onto those, you have to have the berry already. So you have to have gathered some of these resources. Then you can place it on the corresponding part, either the fruit infused cheeses or the jam alongside the cheeses. And at the end of the game, you're going to multiply those 2 numbers together of how many you created of each. And that's points. So you want to kind of keep a balance of those.
Question.
Yes.
Can you place more than one of your workers on a single turn?
You can place one of them in the resource area, and you can place one of them in the cheese creation area.
Okay.
And that's it. Except for on each of our player boards, there is one spot in a building. If we construct it, we can place any worker we want there. Get the thing. Mine is another construction resource. Jess's is another animal resource.
Okay.
And that comes back to us immediately. This worker would only be tied up there once.
Okay.
And then yeah, so that's the basics. So for scoring purposes, the bistro, which is right in front of me, for every bronze plate that you have one of your cheeses on, so if I've got one here and here, those would both be worth 0 points. Unless I was able to create this blue on this gold plate as well. Now I have a pair of cheeses at a table. That puts me down to the next row. So you're looking at what plate color for column, and then you're looking for how many tables you have paired your cheeses at, and then you're going to be able to go to that row and score more points for those particular plate colors. So pairs are important, and then the color of plate is going to get you more and more points. Up here in the map of France, there are regions that we're going to try to influence with our cheeses. The gold color buildings influence 3 different regions with just one placement. The silver colored buildings influence 2 regions with one placement, and the bronzes only influence 1 region. There are these little people tokens. Those are points. The lightest ones, the like cream color with just a single person, are going to be worth 3 points each. So any region that you control that has one of those in it will score you 3. Any region that has the 2 people with the kind of tan color, that's going to be worth 4 points each. And then the 2 brown ones with 3 people is going to be worth 5 points each. So the brown ones are out here on the edges. The 2 cream and tan ones are in the middle. That's random. Every game will be different.
All of the ribbons are end game points?
Yes, exactly. Over here in the fromagerie, we have 6 different shelves to display the cheeses on. These 3 over here are going to gain you resources when you place one. You get 2 resources. They have to be unique, and that's any of the 4 things: fruit, animals, construction, or contract cards. On the middle shelf, you can get 1 of your choice, and on the bottom shelf, you can get 1 resource, but you have to trade in another resource that you already have in order to do that. On the other side, you'll get straight points. So any cheeses on any of these shelves are going to be worth points at the end of the game. And then also, there is another set of points for how many different shelves you've got one of your cheese on. So here you want to try to get on as many different shelves as you can, because you'll score an increasing amount of points for that. If you get on 2 shelves, that's worth 2. If you have 2 on the same shelf, that's just counting as 1 shelf where your presence is. It might have got you a lot of resources. It may block your opponents out of that shelf, but it doesn't help you for the end game portion. It just gets you 1 count. And then lastly, down here, we have the festival. So we have all the different tents, the different cheesemonger booths. Here you're trying to connect orthogonal placement of your cheese. So anytime you place one of your cheeses, you hopefully have it connected orthogonally to other cheeses of your color. And you're going to score points based on how many are adjacent to each other. And there are these ones that have the French flag colors along with the black. And those are wild cheeses and count for everybody. So if I had a cheese here and here, I would get to count both of these wilds plus my 2 for a set of 4 adjacent cheeses, which would score me 6 points. And let me double check that, because I'm thinking that if you have multiple groups, you get to score each one. I don't think it's like just your largest one.
Oh, okay. Unless it's connected.
Right. If you just have one real big one, that's fantastic, because that's going to score you more points. Yes. So if you have 2 different if you have more than one grouping, because they're not connected orthogonally, you can score both of them individually and get the total of those. So we got little games that we're going to be playing and trying to construct things. So you got some resource gathering that you need to do. And what's cool is we do this simultaneously. So each person, if we're playing 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, it doesn't really increase the length of the game all that much. What does happen is there are versions of these boards. There's these cool little inserts that we slide into each wedge of the circle. And for different player counts, they'll have different numbers of spaces that are blocked off. So you see all these brown with the circles? Those are spaces in the 2-player game that we can't go to. They're blocked. But in a 3-player, there's less. In the 4-player, everything is open. And then there's another side. So we're playing all the Roman numeral 1 sides, which is the introduction. So what they suggest. But there's also Roman numeral 2s. So you can play a whole other type of game. And then there's a pre-printed version on the boards for 4 players that creates an even additional setup. So quite a lot of setups. And then lastly, there's another more advanced variant there are building tiles. So you can play with this advanced variant where you will draft what buildings you want to go into your area. We're using the pre-printed ones that are on the player boards, but with all of these, and there's a lot, you could have a very different setup.
That's cool.
From game to game. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so there is no first player. We're playing simultaneously. Any other questions?
Let's cheese. Cheese. Okay. Do you want to do this first one together, one at a time, or so people understand turns, or no?
I'm happy to do the first one or two because you haven't played either, right? So
Yeah.
if you have questions, so I'll go first. I have dairy that I can gather, so I feel like getting at least 2 dairy is good because that can get me to my first free cheese. So I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna place somebody there, but I'm not sure which yet. I'm gonna look down here to see which one I want to place down here. So I think down here, I'm gonna place. Oh, and I have one building in my first. I have one construction resource, and my first building only takes 1. So I'm gonna build that immediately. So this spot is also available for me. Okay, so I'm gonna place the cheese here. This is a hard cheese. It is facing in the 2-turn direction on a silver plate. So I'm going to place my hard cheese worker there. I am going to place my soft cheese worker here and can I have 2 dairy, 2 milk providing
James
animals?
Brazil's here. Hi, James.
What's up, James?
Favorite cheese? Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh.
Finish your turn, and then we'll talk.
You think of yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I wanted to do this specific one, the hard cheese facing up, is because that gets me one of my contracts. So I created an Asal Irati. It's subtly sweet, complex Basque treasure. So that is my first contract.
Goes here.
Oh, thank you. Where is visible? I'll put it up there. That's kind of visible. Okay, so 1 contract created for placing this. 2 cow resources, which do I want to turn in at this location? Ooh, that's a gold cheese. Yeah, so, oh no, I gotta do it this way.
Yeah.
So it's that one. No, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. And then I'm gonna place my 3rd worker here to get another construction resource, and that is me. Okay.
I am going to first use my cow and my goat. So, and I'm going to place Peggy, my soft cheese lady, into a soft cheese space, which is right here. I don't have any fruit, so I have to go here.
Okay.
And then...
And so this is facing to the right, so this is going to come back to her
one
immediately.
turn.
Yep.
And then I am going to use...
And does this at all fulfill your contract?
No.
Okay.
This, I'm going to use Louisa, and go here and get
2 fruits.
2 fruits.
Okay. So those will store in your basket.
In my basket of things.
So you could have done that first if you wanted to move Peggy here instead.
Nah, it's okay. And then Rosa.
You gotta build this.
Rosa is going to stay there.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Rosa. Okay. And I can't use that anymore, but I feel like that's there. Okay, James, my favorite cheese.
You did this with this?
Yeah.
That's free. You don't have to place your worker.
Oh. Peggy, come back. Peggy, come back.
So you can create another cheese.
I could do this and then do this. Right?
Yep.
Peggy, come back. Okay, so turn that one in, please.
Nope. Put it on. Was that a fruit?
That was a fruit.
Infused? Okay, so that will go there.
Oh, right.
To remind you at the end of the game.
Multiplying.
Yep.
Got it. Nope. That's not my thing. Favorite cheese for me, it has to be a brie.
You do love your brie.
I do love my brie.
Jess loves soft cheese. I I do not. I cannot. I do not like soft cheese. It has to be hard cheese for me. I love a good smoked Gouda. That's probably one of my absolute favorites. We've discovered the Manchego.
Manchego's tasty.
Which is very good. Another very good hard cheese. Almost anything smoked, right? Like smoked cheddar.
Sure.
Yeah, what was that? Wasn't there
I
one?
I like something with like peppers in it, like a pepper jack or like a habanero cheddar.
What was that
Those
last
were
one we
good.
started doing? Oh, Gruyere.
Gruyere is really tasty.
Yeah, we started doing like an aged Gruyere. Oh, those were really good too. Now I want cheese.
All right, next turn.
Thanks, James.
Rotate.
Rotate at 90. James, what is your favorite cheese if you like cheese? So in the deluxe version, they have this cool Lazy Susan. Oh,
Gouda.
so Gouda. That's a pun right there. 902.
902.
Gouda is so Gouda. Okay, so we checked the board to see which workers are coming back to us.
Yep.
Jess's is pointing at her. So
Peggy, come back.
Peggy, come back.
Peggy, come back.
Ralph is over here. Rafe is not pointing at me, so he has to hang out over there.
And what's the other one? What's the other guy's name?
This is Esteban.
Esteban?
So Rafe and Esteban.
Or is it Esteban?
Esteban. No, Esteban.
Esteban.
No, Esteban.
I feel like I'm saying it right. And who's that?
This is Pete. Pete comes back to me.
Okay.
Pete, Rafe, and Esteban.
Esteban.
No, Esteban.
Okay.
Okay, so I've only got one person available to place.
I've got two.
I probably didn't
Let's
do that
do
ideally.
a thing.
All right. You
Now
want to
we're
do
just
one
gonna
more turn?
One more turn down simultaneous.
And then we'll go simultaneous. Okay.
Go, David.
Oh, me first? Okay. So I can either get some fruit, or I can create a cheese. So Jess has kind of blocked this area a bit.
Just a little bit. The corners. I kind of got the corners
Yeah.
happening.
And I've got my blue cheese. So I'm going to come grab this down here. It is going to take 3 turns to get it back, but because it's in between these two, I immediately have a group of 3 already. So I think that's pretty good because this isn't going to come back to me for a while. Extra sharp or smoked cheddar. Yeah.
Those are good too.
James, I think you and I could hang out and eat cheese. I'd be very happy. Okay.
That's all yours?
That's all I'm doing.
Esteban. Okay, I feel like I need some buildings. Oh yeah, that's Esteban. I have Peggy and Rosa. Rosa. I feel like maximizing the number of dubers you get is probably a good thing.
I don't know what you mean by duber.
So Peggy resources. So Peggy's gonna go there.
She's going all construction, huh?
Getting all construction. When can you build things?
As soon as you got the stuff.
Okay, so
you got some
I'm
choices.
gonna actually do this because it says in VA, which is coming up, I get a contract.
Okay.
VA, I don't know how you say it. Is it Vils? Hope it's not Vils.
Well, I mean, Versailles has a double L, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a Y. So I think it's probably VA. We'll say VA.
Vienna sausages.
Okay. So...
And then wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
You gonna make some cheese?
Yeah. Rosa. She's gonna go here.
Can I rename her so you don't
Sing
that every single time?
This is Rosie. There, we're gonna Americanize it. This is Rosie. This is Rosie. Okay, so I get two different resources.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a sheep.
Okay.
And a fruit.
And a fruit.
And then, because I did a soft cheese here, it fulfills my contract, and I made a...
This is hard cheese.
Oh, no, I did it wrong.
Oh, you can't play there.
I did it wrong. I'm going to go here. There.
Okay, so you got to give your resources back. But you will get 3 points at the end of the game.
Rosie's not a cheater. Rosie knows how to play.
She's a cheeser.
She's a cheeser. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, so it's critical to be looking at the type of cheese and the direction all throughout the game. But that's going to be 3 points at the end of the game. So Rosie is sitting
Pretty.
Okay, we done?
Yep.
All right, let's rotate again.
This game can go pretty fast if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it plays until the first person puts out their last cheese, and that will be the last round.
Okay.
That number could happen at different times because you don't have to put out a cheese every turn. I think so far we both have, but it's not required.
Question. So this is that whenever you place in Vile, you get a card, or does it have to be in that direction?
Whenever.
Okay.
Yeah. So just placing a cheese wedge there will get you a contract. So I got both of...
Louisa comes back to me.
Okay. And then the other two will take a little while.
Yeah.
They're going to ride this train for a bit.
Riding the
Okay, so now we can go simul's.
Yeah.
So
you said fruit can be used for fruit infused or jam infused, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to come here.
I'm going to use my fruit for my jam.
My second contract.
For Peggy to go here.
And I get a resource. I want some fruit.
I'll go here.
Tired of not
And then I'm going to grab a contract.
So you're... Wait. That's you. Okay. Oh, I got it. It's hard. You look at the color of cheese and you're like, wait, that's...
Oh, because you always play yellow.
Yeah. You got to look at the person stuck in the cheese. Okay, so...
I don't...
You're coming back.
Maybe I kind of do want to stuck in cheese.
You want to be stuck in cheese?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
You're coming back to me next turn. You're going to take 2
It's
turns.
all coming back to me now.
Okay, where's Festival?
Over there.
Over there. So I'm gonna.
Oh man, I'm not gonna play for a couple turns. That stinks.
Oh, I could do my. Yeah, I'm gonna turn in my 2 animals to create a soft cheese.
It has to go there.
That's gotta be there. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I want more animals.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn. Grab the fruit. I'm going to get 1 construction.
Who's that guy?
I don't remember. They're all Pete.
All right. Rotate.
Done? Okay. Spinnies.
Turn a dime.
France is all over the place. Okay, so Pete comes
can't do
back
anything
to me.
here.
Those 2 I'm going to get.
Don't.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you have no workers?
I have no workers. Nothing for the
Oh.
bistro. That kind of stinks, man.
But on your next turn, you're
But on my next turn, I get all them back. All of them back.
So I have my soft cheese.
Now, do you have to play a worker, or can you wait?
I could wait. I could technically not.
So even though you have one, you don't technically have to use it. Okay.
But there's always going to be... I could play it here and just get 1 thing.
Oh, sure.
And,
Or you can play it on your tool shed.
Or play it on my tool shed. Which, I mean, maybe I should, because I get that festival built. But no, I'm going to make a cheese. Soft cheese.
You gonna cut it? You gonna cut it?
I'm going to cut the cheese.
Cut the cheese.
I'm going to influence this region with the soft cheese. Oh, no. I'm influencing this region with my sheepsies. by placing the soft cheese there.
Mm-hmm.
Then with this soft cheese, I'm actually going to influence.
Nice.
So
Okay.
kind of staking out my corner up here in the northwest.
Okay. Ready?
I am ready. Did all things. Rotate them. How was your turn? Oh.
It's not a competition.
This is a co-op game?
You didn't realize.
All the cheeses belong to us.
Okay. Peggy is back. Rose is back. And Louisa.
Okay, and I get Pete and repeat.
Okay, I don't know.
Esteban is just hanging out.
Esteban.
So do I want more cows?
Esteban.
Oh, I got my hard cheese. Okay. So I'm going to claim a pair. So this is going to be worth the highest amount of points because it's a gold plate, but also because it is a pair at a single table, I now get to start scoring on this round.
Nice.
So I am happy with that. And I'm going to come here and get one more of the constructions, and I'm going to build what's coming next? Festival. So I'm going to build my market.
There? Oh, I need the shelf.
Because when I put cheese in the festival, I get
cheese in your face.
Animals. My cheeses are so amazing that people just give me their animals in payment.
In your face. Oh, I don't have to do that. That's right. I have to do this.
Ooh.
3 frutas.
Expensive.
And then I'm going to do this here for my jams. Jam on it. Peggy's going to make...
Ooh.
Peggy's going to make some jam.
Nicely done.
Peggy's gonna make some jam. All right.
Trying to cut me off here. Man, let's see what's up. Okay. So, done?
Yes.
Rotate it.
Fromagerie.
Okay, grab back anybody. I get...
Nope, I don't get anybody back.
Who did I say this was? Rafe?
Repeat. That's what you said.
It's true. Alright, I'm going to put some cheese in the festival. Oh, I have a fruit. Yes. So I'm going to block this spot.
Okay, so I'm going to do...
That was a jam.
Oh, sweet. I can do that.
Yes. And when I put that there, I get...
Where it came back from...
Animal, please?
Where it came from, also help me.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I could do this. So that's going to be a jam cheese.
Okay.
And that goes over here.
Yeah.
And then that's here. And then I could turn in whatever I want for into something else. I'm going to turn in that, and I'm going to get a building.
Building. Okay. Any contracts yet?
Ah, crap. I keep forgetting. Crap. What did I do there?
You did a...
Soft cheese.
Soft cheese pointing to the left.
Oh, I did. Now I did my liver.
Okay. We'll give you that one.
Livero. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nailed it.
You say I shouldn't be singing during streams, but that's really hard for me. Okay, you done?
Yes.
Okay. Does this get evaluated at the end of the game, or when you fulfill the area?
All of these things are going to be done at the end because there's no like points chits in or anything.
Okay.
There's just a score pad for the end.
Okay.
Where we'll go through each.
Okay, I don't have anybody towards me. Oh wait, I do.
Yeah.
I've got Louisa.
I get repeat.
Louisa.
Oh, yes, I got both.
Louisa.
Fromagerie.
I gotta balance this out. Trois. I want to go to Trois.
I need some fruit. Oh, I didn't have anybody for that. No.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to Paris. City of Love. Everybody. Everybody. What are you doing? Thanks, James. I am gonna sing All I Want. It's my channel.
Oh man, we fighting over that one up top.
Oh, I thought you were going here.
Also here.
You're also right there. No, you're not. Okay.
You
done?
No, I have not played yet.
I mean, you don't have to. That's the thing.
I want.
Oh, I need some fruit. Fruit infused cheese.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn in my animal for a fruit. And then with this one, I will grab building. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm getting my whole crew back.
It's bistro. It's bistro time.
All right.
Here we go.
Esteban.
Peggy and Rose. Oh man, I don't have anything over here. Gee willikers.
Turning in fruit. So that I can come claim this. Which puts me in the lead for that top section. All right, I'm good with that. And I will get
the Benya. Huh.
I'm gonna get 2 contracts and a construction. Would you hand me the top 2 contracts, please?
Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't get that. Because of this.
I made this one.
Okay, I did this one.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
I have 6 more wedges.
Me as well.
Okay.
And we started with 15, so cruising along pretty good.
All right, Louisa, come back to me.
Oh, they're both tied up. Okay. With my blue cheese.
Blue cheese. Dang. Are you noticing your contracts have the similar type of cheese? A lot of mine have the same.
I did have duplicates, so I'm wondering if my shuffling wasn't like if it was kind of stuck together stuffs. I don't know. So we'll come here.
So question.
Yeah.
If I put something over here, would that be like, and then would that be just like here right now?
Yes.
And then this would be right here right now?
Yes. Although here too.
Because these don't count.
So if you go here, that connects everything.
Oh, right. So it'd be like this. The little wing.
Here, not here.
No,
You won't have that one. You'd have this one.
Oh, so it'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
But I don't have a fruit.
Oh. So, I mean, you could do this, and then at some point, if you can get either of these on a future turn.
Okay. Let's do that.
And with how many cheeses we have left, there's a good chance it's going to come back around.
That's fine. It's fine, everybody. It's my first game.
Have you been getting your contracts from?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. I'm done.
Okay. Festival.
You know, it's going to be nice. when we get our new table in here.
Uh-huh.
That's flat.
Okay.
We're playing currently on some card tables with our nice cover on it.
Because we're waiting for our
And
table.
they're a little wonky.
We're waiting for our table.
All right, do I get anybody back? Yes. I get everybody back.
Esteban.
Okay, so if I go that way.
Yeah, I'll go
I'm okay with that.
here. Can I get 3 buildings?
Oh, nice. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so I played a blue cheese straight up. So I've got nice connections going here.
I just got buildings.
And then I can get some fruit. I definitely should do that.
If anyone in the chat wants to share their favorite type of cheese, bring it on. Lately, I've been having like a fun kick of just eating like string cheese during the day. It's like a fun little snack.
Yeah, I mean, mozzarella is delicious, right? And pepper jack has become our go-to for sandwiches.
Sure.
We were cheddar only in this house forever.
Forever.
But then you influenced me in a positive way to start liking
I've
pepper
done that
jack.
with a lot of things.
Yes, agreed.
Tea drinking.
Yes.
Wine drinking. Cheese eating.
Being generally happier.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Oh, do you want to do anything with Pete?
I can't. Oh, sorry, I can. I can put him here. I forgot about my... And I will save up, see if I can't get my specialty cheese shop for a couple more points.
VA.
I get it.
Vils. It's Vils. Okay.
Other people say.
Peggy, come back. Louisa, come back. Okay, what did I... Oh, I needed Peggy for over here, so I can't do anything. Louisa, you are my only hope. Which is this one?
Oh, I should have done that differently.
Louisa, you're my only hope. Louisa. Dang it. Oh, I don't have fruit. Dang it, I knew I should have grabbed fruit when I had the chance. When I had the chance, I should have grabbed fruit.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Oh. So, do I do that? It's another shot.
Maybe I'll go here. Okay, I'll go here, I guess. Gosh.
If I do that, get another resource. Okay. It will help.
Love strong cheese and pepper jack, says James. Nice. Time Roller's here.
What's up, Timey?
What up, Timey? Good to see ya.
Choice. Gonna do that. Okay. Good. Need some workers. Time Roller, hope you are doing well, friend.
To the bistro. Okay. Oh, I have to see
I
if
didn't
anybody...
get my cow for placing in the market. Is that okay if I grab that? Sorry. Thank you. And I get...
it. So I get this here. Peggy's going to help me out. I got a pair now.
Yeah, it's a good one, Time Roller. And BGA does play it well.
And...
What's up?
This one is called the Mariolus. Oily with aggressive flavor. Nicknamed Old Stinker.
Mmm.
Tasty.
Gotta love that one. Old Stinker is my favorite.
All right.
Okay. So... do I want more contracts?
How many contracts you have?
4.
Okay. I have 3. All right. See, now that I know how to play this, I feel like we could do this on BGA.
Oh, yeah. If anybody wants to play us on BGA, we would be...
Yeah, see? I put on BGA on there.
100% down.
100%.
Do I jam again?
Jam on it. Bam, bam, bam. So this one isn't bad. It's a Chianti that we got from Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Or someone gave it to us?
No, we got that one. We bought that one at Trader Joe's.
It's an easy drinking wine.
So that would assure me that.
What is this side for, does it say?
I think that's where you keep your. Oh, I think this is where like contracts that you haven't completed yet, and this is where you put them once they're done because they have the white side. It's just for your own organization.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna come here because I want to do some berries.
Yeah,
okay.
I need to get berries this time. Done?
Done.
You don't want to do anything with Pete?
Oh, yes, sorry, thank you. I'm gonna do that because.
Why do I keep helping you?
I don't know, because you're very nice. You're an honest person.
I am.
And when I win, we all win.
Not true. All right, I'm
but
rotating.
I built my specialty cheese shop, so all my
do?
jams and berries are worth more points.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Do I get anybody back?
Come back to me, Rosa.
Oh no!
You did it wrong, huh?
Why did I do that?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta look ahead in this game.
I don't know. I don't know why you did that.
Oh.
I don't know why you did that. I am gonna go whole hog. Let's do the thing. Or do I want to do over here?
There's no hogs in this game.
There's no hogs in this game.
I have 2 left. You have 3 left.
Okay,
What are you getting?
Fruit.
Oh.
I need to balance out my...
Oh, do you want to build something first?
Oh.
Or are you saving for...
Well, okay, so does that mean every scaffolding building?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you.
Okay.
Done?
No, I haven't even gone.
Done, I'm ready to rotate. I just got fruit. Man, this makes me want to get like charcuterie boards and stuff. Oh, tell them about when we went to that cattle thing and you got a whole bunch of different types of like jerky and pepperoni sticks.
Ooh, that was a fun...
What was it called? Pendleton Meats?
Pendleton Meats.
Yeah.
Near us in a town called Prineville.
Yeah.
They do an annual cattle drive. So there's a rodeo, the big rodeo that it just happened like a week or 2 ago. But right the day before the rodeo starts, they do this big procession. I thought it was gonna be like all kinds of big old cows cruising down the street with like cowboys keeping them in place and everything. So we're all like excited to go, and we sit there. It's not that far. It was only like a 25-minute, 30-minute drive, and parking wasn't that bad. we roll up to this thing. We find our parking. We see everybody sitting on the curb. We're like, great. Find our seat, and we see the thing starting. There's people coming down the road, and there's a couple of like cowboys, cowgirls, like on some horses. They come through. That was cool.
Some covered wagons.
And there's a few covered wagons, and then a couple of cowboys and cowgirls on horses are marching a line of
maybe like 20
baby cow. I mean, they weren't big cows.
No, they were babies.
So they were probably like, they weren't like calves. They weren't newborns, but
like
they
2
weren't
or 3 years old.
They weren't very big.
Yeah.
And they're lining, it's max 20.
Yeah.
And it totally looks like a line of kindergartners following their teacher with the rope.
Yeah, because they were in like a perfect line.
And that was it.
Literally was like 3 minutes long.
I was like, what this is it? It's this big. So it was really funny, and it was fun to get to go. But really, the main draw was there's a big street fair. So right after that was over, we walked over to the street fair, and there's vendors out, and there's tons of people making food. And one of the shops there in town was called Pendleton Meats, and they had a jerky tasting sampler table with like just tons. So me and my brother and Jess and my brothers were all like, yeah, oh. And there was one, it was beer and onion.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
And then you like the bourbon.
There was like a
maple bourbon.
Maple bourbon, yeah. It was very sweet. It was on the sweeter side.
And then they had this little packet of all the like odds and ends of like where they just threw them all together with some various cheeses and stuff too, and just sealed that up. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll take a bag of that too. So
yeah.
It
was fun.
We partook in the tastings and then bought some of their jerky. What should I do here, love? I don't have any berries. I really want berries.
Mm-hmm. Join the club.
Do I want cows? Are cows helpful? Oh, I could mess with you.
No.
Actually, that's helpful. Okay.
It's helpful to mess with me?
No, it's helpful for me. And it doesn't necessarily mess with you. You still have an option. And it's probably something that you're going to be trying to do. Oh, no, you're not going to go there anyways. We're going to be out of cheese by the time that gets to you. With this one, I will do just a free cheese down here. Okay.
All right. Let's rotate. This is a very smart mechanic for a game board, I would say.
Yeah, to be able to create 4 different places where people are going, we're not stepping on each other in regards to what we're trying to do on that turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I get you back. Oh, this will be my last cheese if I place it.
Okay, I'm going to do here with the fruit.
But I don't think I want to.
That's going to go here.
Do I want? Is there something helpful with fruit over there? Yeah.
And then
Okay, so I am going to
I am going to do here.
play all my cows to do a saw. Oh, that finishes it off.
Can I get a building, please?
Yeah. So
And
if I
now
put
my
this,
building.
that's fine. And I guess I'll put this here and get to.
I didn't realize I didn't utilize my free space at all. Now that I'm thinking about it.
This one?
Yeah.
You didn't even build it. You didn't really have a whole lot of cows going.
No.
It wasn't something that you pursued.
No.
Okay.
Done?
I am done.
Oh, you're out of your thing.
Yeah,
So
so
do I keep going?
Nope. That's it.
Oh,
So do you want to, this is the last round. Do you want to place a cheese?
I did.
You did. Okay.
I did.
Yep, that's it.
We don't get equal turns?
We got equal turns.
I mean,
We decided differently on how we were going to put our stuff out.
oh. That's how it goes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So there is potentially some benefit to
Placing every
racing
time?
early, but we'll see, because
Okay.
you having cheese left over means more likely you did some richer things more often. And so that might pay off.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Do we have a writing?
I don't think so. I might have to go grab one.
Okay. Puppy, go get us a pencil.
Go, puppy, go. That's one thing we'll have to train SB. Go give me a soda. Go do a thing. Go roll over. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I do this?
Name.
No, I did do this one.
J.D. All right, so the first things we do are look at each of the different sections and score points for them, and then
Okay,
there's some other stuff.
so let's rotate it, if you don't mind, so people can see better when we do the points.
Okay,
Is that okay?
sure.
Okay.
So we're going to do the bistro first.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the bistro, you score points for which color plate you have your cheese served on, and you increase the value of each of those if you created some pairings at the same table.
Okay, so go yours first.
Okay, so I have 1 pair created, so my points are going to be from this row. I have 2 bronze for 1 point each. I have 1 silver for 3, and I have 1 gold for 5. So I have 5 plus 3 is 8, 9, 10.
I thought it's only the pairing on the table. So these are not paired.
They're not paired. They score points still.
Right, but wouldn't it be here because it's not paired with the table?
No, if I get 1 pair, everything scores at that row.
Can I see the rule list,
Sure.
please?
But that's good for you because it makes your silver one worth something more. So my 1 pair means all of my scoring happens here. Jess has 1 pair, so her scoring will also happen here. She has 1 gold for 5 and 2 silvers for 3 each, so she has 11.
Oh, okay. The red player has 1 pairing, so you score using the row marked for 1 pairing. Okay.
Yeah. So sorry if that didn't clearly state in the explanation, but that's how the scoring for this section works. So you have 11 with your 3, and I have 10 with my 4.
Okay.
So you outscored me, and it took me more cheese to do that. So that's good. So next we're going to Festival.
Okay.
All right. So Festival is the one where you are looking for adjacency in groups. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all adjacent. So I get 15 for that. Jess has one group of 4, because these count in it. So that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then one group of 3 for 4 more. So you have 10.
Okay.
Okay. And then to Fromagerie. It's funny that we have them in order. These are randomly placed, so you never know.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole setup's always random, which is really cool. All right, so this in the Fromagerie. Oh, and we can pull our people back so it's a little easier to see everything.
Okay.
See our cheeses. So here in the Fromagerie, you score points for shelves over here based on the value that's listed, but you also score points for each unique shelf that you placed on.
Mm-hmm.
So Jess has 3 for being on this shelf, 1 for being on this shelf is 4, plus she's on 3 unique shelves for 5 more. So Jess has 9. I don't have any of the point scoring shelves, and I'm only on 2 unique shelves, so I just get 2 points for that. That hurts. Let's see how VA goes. Here's our area majority. So there are 6 different icons, or 6 different regions. Each one has one of these people in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go from lowest scoring ones to highest scoring ones. So this region has one of the lowest scoring ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 on the region, and you have 1. So this is mine.
Mm-hmm.
This one has
Me.
just you. So that's yours. And then we'll go to the second highest.
2 peoples.
The 2 peoples. This one I have 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mine. Just only had 1. This one we have 1 each. So this is a tie.
And we get no points.
We get no points for ties.
Tied for the most influence, flip the token to its tied side. Tied players score the indicated number of points. The value will vary by player count. In a 1 to 2 player game, ties are worth 0.
Oh, okay. So I guess in the other higher counts, this would have an equal sign point value on it to indicate.
Yeah.
So there'd be a 4th one. So if you
Yeah.
tied, you would get some points. Oh, bummer. Okay, so no points for this one. Next are the brown ones. So down here, that one's yours, and up here, this one's mine because I have 3 to your 1.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 1 brown, 1 tan, and 1 white for 12. And Jess has 1 brown and 1 white for 8. This is close. Structures. So I built a structure that's worth points. I get 1 point for every fruit and 1 point for every jam. I have 2 of each for 4 bonus points. You built your point scoring.
So I get
structure.
1 point for every scaffolding that has a building on it. And I have 8.
8. Nice. Okay, fruits. Here we multiply the 2 values together. So I have 2 fruit-infused cheeses and 2 jams. So multiplying that together gives me 4.
I have 2 fruit-infused and 3 jams for 6.
6. Okay. Oh, man. I've got 4 orders that I completed. That is worth 5 points.
I have 3 orders for 3.
Okay, and then 1 point for every 2 unused resources. I have 2 berries that I didn't use for 1 point.
Same.
You have 2 berries and 1 contract, but still it rounds down, so you have 1 point.
Is it round down?
Yeah, because it's 1 point for every 2 unused, so you only have.
Oh, got it.
All right, so let's see. We got 21, 38, 46, 52, 55, 56 for Jess. 25, 27, 39, 43, 47, 52, 53 for me. Jess wins by 3!
Yay!
And you still have 2 cheeses left. I had all of my cheese out.
Is that a tiebreaker?
I don't know what the tiebreaker is.
If tied, the player that made more cheese wins.
Oh, okay. So if we were tied, I would have broken the tie. But that's cool. Good game, Lev.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could have gotten another one over here,
Hi, puppy.
that would have been really good.
Yeah, you focused on like having the same shelf when I knew like having unique shelves.
I really wanted a resource and a jam. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it did pay off a couple points for me, but it didn't. That was really good.
Yeah, really close.
This was almost identical, but you did it with 3, what it took me 4 to do because I got some of the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
I did better at the festival because I was able to slide in for this last one here.
Yeah, that was the one I could have paid more attention to because like when I came back around to me, a lot of it needed fruit and I didn't have fruit at the time.
Yeah, not having fruit hurts. There was a few times where I didn't have fruit. And I was like, oh, I really want to place there.
I'm curious to play it again and see if I like go hard on livestock and see if that makes a difference because you get to place another one for free essentially.
Yeah, and that's part of how I think I got a little bit more placed. Because I put 2 of those down to your 1.
Right.
So there's probably
not that many. I mean, I only had 2 left.
Right, but that's why you have 2 left because I got one of them there, and then there's that one turn that you didn't have any players. Early on. But yeah, like this game benefits a lot from you looking ahead and going, what do I want to play there? Will I have that particular cheese maker back? Does it take fruit? Do I have it's like, oh yeah, that's fun. What'd you think?
I like it. Yeah, and I like the variability in that the board is going to be different based on player count too.
Yeah, more spots will be open,
and that your player boards are also randomized.
Yes.
So even though this might seem the same after a while, if we start playing it on the one side instead of the 2 side, you might be like, oh, okay, I know where this is going, but your board is also different.
Yeah, this board will be randomized as to which order things happen in, what contracts you get. It's going to be, so there's a lot of randomization to it that makes it unique gameplay, but I don't think takes away from like the ability to plan.
Sure.
You really do have some ability to say like, okay, how do I want to place these things?
And I do like the simultaneous gameplay because you might only have one worker to place,
Yeah.
So you have that time when your opponent is playing maybe 2 or 3 that you can look and be like, okay, this one's coming back to me. So therefore you can plan your 2, 3, steps ahead. So.
And we did a teach and play in probably 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah. No, it was good. I like it. I'm curious to see like what the other sides would look like and playing it with more players, how it would look.
Yeah, I wonder what the 2s.
Yeah.
Oh, so the 2s, or this one puts all color here. The colors are more grouped versus our play had the colors
much more scattered. Yeah.
Versus the 2 side has it more scattered, so that's interesting. Yeah. I really enjoyed this one, and when I played it, I was like, I think Jess will like this one. So we pulled the trigger on it. But inside, there's cheese pairings.
Different cheese pairings. And did you see who did it?
Yeah, Alex.
From May I Suggest a Game? Yeah. That's pretty cool.
A local Pacific Northwester. We made friends with him through other friends, and he was working at a rival game shop, but he was still very nice. He is still very nice. What's his handle? Might I Suggest a Game? Yeah, so check him out on Might I Suggest a Game. Alex, very nice guy. Very smart on games, like really knows how to suggest what you're looking for.
That's pretty cool. Well, on that note, I am hungry for some cheese, obviously. Let's go back up to the store
and get some charcuterie? I do kind of want that.
We might need to. I mean, we've got that jerky, those little bits, but we don't have any fancy cheese, so that might be happening. Okay, friends, so that'll wrap us up. It is kind of a shorter stream today, but hey, it's a holiday weekend for us, so I think we're going to try to take advantage of having the day off work and
Yeah.
free time. So
3-day weekend.
yeah, if anybody is celebrating, happy 4th, stay safe, be kind to your neighbors and your pets. I know SB is not a fan of fireworks, so we're gonna hunker down tomorrow and put on a movie and some white noise and kind of keep her cuddling under us. So
yeah, we don't know what this neighborhood is going to be like. This is a brand new neighborhood for us, but our old neighborhood sounded like a war zone. It sounded so
terrible.
bad because people got the big stuff.
Yeah.
And it would go until like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So she did not like it.
Not a fan.
No.
So yeah, be mindful. I mean, I'm not an advocate for not lighting off fireworks. So just do it safely. There's
and be
a
respectful
lot,
of your neighbors.
and be respectful and their kids and things too. So
Yeah. Don't light it off till 2 a.m. That's just
yeah.
Please don't be that person. But be safe. Don't
Yes.
start any fires. Don't hurt yourselves.
And until next stream, friends, be kind to one another, and we'll catch ya next time.
Have a great weekend, y'all.
Bye.